Hello, everyone on the site. Today is Taco Tuesday, right? Has anybody had tacos? I, for one, have not. I've had very little to eat today. I had to stop and think, did I eat something? Yeah, I ate a little bit of something, but probably going to start getting very hungry. So if I get very intense, it's going to be because I'm getting really hungry. Does anybody else get like that? Get kind of a little bit like, I don't know, a little extra when you're hungry. Ooh, stew lifter. I love me some stew, and I have not fixed stew in a while. I haven't fixed it this entire winter so far. I should probably do that. I should probably get the ingredients for that because I love to fix stew. I love to like throw it all in the crock pot and just, smell it and know that it's going throughout the day and I'm looking forward to it and checking on it ever so often. I just love all of that. Hey there, Monhun. Whiskey Wednesday. We're not Wednesday yet, are we? Oh my gosh, you scared me. I thought I had missed a day. I swear yesterday to me felt like it should be Friday. But I've been working on a project. I've literally done nothing else but work on this one stinking project all day yesterday, all day today. And I'm nearly finished with it to show it to someone to say, like, hey, will this work? And I'm sure as hell hoping they'll say thumbs up because I got to show it on Thursday. So it's just been a bit daunting. Ever have times like that? Hello there, Auntie. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, Chili, I am jealous. You're making me hungry. Insolent Violet, good to see you. Oh, and you're grabbing something good for you. Oh, Joe, some Dinty Moore stew. Well, you know what? That will do in a pinch. You got Mexican friends that make you homemade tacos sometimes. Nice. Do they ever make you tamales? Because there's nothing like homemade tamales. My stepfather used to bring home homemade tamales to me. I mean, I would just like ravage those suckers as a kid, just like, ar, 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 ar. And so, as a tradition in Texas, you may or may not be down with that. But as a Texan, for me, Christmas dinner, you gotta have tamales because that's just kind of what we do here. Hey there, Next Level. They do make you tamales. Oh, I'm so glad. You must. Oh, I'm jealous of that to have friends that are making you homemade tamales. Enjoy them, sweetheart. They're so yummy. And I want to know more about this Whiskey Wednesday because I'm supposing any kind of whiskey will do. Hey there, Scam Chan. How are you, my sweet? Long time no taco, and I'm so very sorry. I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name, Sheriff Foodheen, and I know I did not say it correctly. I apologize. I tried, and I know it's just awful. Again, I apologize. Louise on a swamp, it's so good to see you. And Joe, thank you so very much for being here. Hey there, Mark B. Good to see you. And Alps, thank you so much for joining. Hey there, Beth. How are you doing? Jelly Snack, good to see you. Good to see you. And Next Level, everybody. It's so nice to see you guys settling in. Hey, Alan, how are you, sweetheart? Stricardo, good to see you too. Never made tamales before. All I know about it is that they're super cute name for a pup. That is true. But I tell you what, making homemade tamales, I have never tried, but I know that it's intense and it takes a lot. Hence, I have visions of making homemade tamales, learning from my friend Lily. Yeah, I haven't. Come here, Chalupa. Come back over here, sweetheart. What are you doing? Come back over here by mommy. You don't need to go anywhere. Stay right there. Thank you so very much. Okay, I have lots of things to share with you guys today. And it's just like really hard to know where to begin. But I mean, I think this does a nice little dovetail on, you know, that leaked video and stuff because you know how everybody just refers to Ash as the CEO. So we're going to be looking at some stuff related to that. Shots of whiskey with some, I don't know what tamarind cockles are. Lemongrass, beer nuts, and dried mango. That's a good. I will take your word for that, Monhun. Salsa, you can't go anywhere. I have you on a leash and you can't go anywhere. She hears something. She's wanting to go. That's why you hear her yipping most likely. She can't go anywhere. Oh gosh, that sounds awful. Throw up Thursday. Oh, yuck. Hey, Sam. So nice to see you. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it so very much. Salsa, calm it down. Please, baby girl, calm it down. All right. So I think the first thing I will share with you is going to be a video. And this video is going to show you some of the same thing multiple times, but there's a reason for that. And you will see why when I show it to you. It just will make more sense. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys so you can see what the heck I am talking about. Okay. Share my screen and let me fix this so that I am not taking up all this space. I'll just go down here a bit and I will just hit play. This is about 10 minutes, so you guys can, chitter chatter away as you're watching it.
From the ONPASSIVE studio, welcome and let me present to you the most important events of the month. This month's story begins in Dubai, where a cooperation agreement was signed between ONPASSIVE and Supercars Majlis in the presence of engineer Mohammed Kamal, emphasizing the exchange of experiences in various fields of innovation and creativity, paving the way for endless opportunities. From Dubai to Cairo, Professor Suzanne El-Khalini, ONPASSIVE's media and academic consultant and the executive director of O-Media, participated in a constructive meeting to build bridges of cooperation and trade exchange for Arab-African investment and international cooperation, organized by the Arab Investors Union at the Diplomatic Club in Cairo as part of ONPASSIVE's leading role. From Dubai to the capital, Abu Dhabi, and within the framework of pursuing ways of cooperation with the private sector, engineer Mohammed Kamal attended a joint business meeting organized by the UAE Ministry of Economy and the Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce with a high-level delegation from India, addressing ways to enhance dual economic relations within the Economic Partnership Agreement between the two countries. In Abu Dhabi, a unique event took place at the Cultural Complex, organized by ONPASSIVE and O-Media in collaboration with the Oud House, featuring the Arab Choir concert, focusing on presenting the art of muasha and classic songs in various Arabic dialects. Returning to Dubai, ONPASSIVE announced its participation in GITEX Global 2023, the world's top showcase in technology and artificial intelligence concepts, which was launched at the Dubai World Trade Center. The event was attended by engineer Mohammed Kamal, as well as all department managers and staff. Professor Suzanne El-Khalini announced O-Media's production of Olina, an AI host that engaged with the exhibition audience in many languages. Back to the company's headquarters in Dubai, the Human Resources Department celebrated ONPASSIVE's success at GITEX. Engineer Mohammed Kamal expressed appreciation for all employees, stressing that such achievements wouldn't be possible without everyone's hard work and dedication. OnPassive actively participated in the 2023 Human Resources Summit at the Dubai World Trade Center. OnPassive was represented by the company's HR director, Ahmed Sawafte, who was joined by many HR staff. This participation was intended to improve the performance that the company's management is keen on. OnPassive, in strategic partnership with the largest event, the Arab African Investment and International Cooperation Conference, that began in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, emphasizing youth as the axis of development. OnPassive highlighted the use of advanced company technologies to foster automation and digital transformation. Professor Suzanne El-Khalini, OnPassive's media and academic consultant and the executive director of O-Media, announced the launch of O-Media's dedicated website, displaying activities, accomplishments, and successes, and welcoming visitors to explore at omedia.ae. Finally, back at the company's headquarters in Dubai, the Human Resources Management celebrated the birthdays of employees born in October in a unique way. Engineer Mohammed Kamal congratulated them and wished them success and happiness, and gifts were handed in honor of their birthdays. This concludes the month's achievements. Stay tuned for more in the coming month. This month's story begins in Dubai, where a cooperation agreement was signed between OnPassive and Supercars Majlis in the presence of engineer Mohammed Kamal, emphasizing the exchange of experiences in various fields of innovation and creativity, paving the way for endless opportunities. This month's story begins in Dubai, where a cooperation agreement was signed between OnPassive and Supercars Majlis in the presence of engineer Mohammed Kamal, the CEO of the company, emphasizing the exchange of experiences in.
I want to make sure that you guys caught that she said engineer Mohammed Kamal, the CEO of the company. That's not an accident. You will see several times that Mohammed Kamal is referenced as the CEO of OnPassive. And I have other proof of that as well. Goodness, also, you're going to fall off the bed, child.
In various fields of innovation and creativity, paving the way for endless opportunities. From Dubai to the capital, Abu Dhabi, and within the framework of pursuing ways of cooperation with the private sector, engineer Mohammed Kamal attended a joint business meeting organized by the UAE Ministry of Economy and the Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce with a high-level delegation from India, addressing ways to enhance dual economic relations within the Economic Partnership Agreement between the two countries. From Dubai to the capital, Abu Dhabi, and within the framework of pursuing ways of cooperation with the private sector, engineer Mohammed Kamal, the CEO of OnPassive, attended a joint.
And there it is again. Engineer Mohammed Kamal, the CEO of OnPassive. That's 2 times that you've seen that Mohammed Kamal has been referenced as the CEO of OnPassive. And this is created by O-Media. I mean, think about this. The script has to be written, the script has to be approved, and then it has to be recorded. So it wasn't like this was by accident. And it's in here more than once, and you're going to see it's in here several more times. Again, it's not an accident. However, the full video that referenced Mohammed Kamal as the CEO, they removed it, which I find that interesting. It's like It's almost like they want to keep that as a secret and they don't want founders to know that Muhammad Kamal is the CEO of OnPassive.
Business meeting organized by the UAE Ministry of Economy and the Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce, with a high-level delegation from India, addressing ways to enhance dual economic relations within the Economic Partnership Agreement between the two countries. Returning to Dubai, OnPassive announced its participation in GTEx Global 2023, the world's top showcase in technology and artificial intelligence concepts, which was launched at the Dubai World Trade Center. The event was attended by engineer Mohammed Kamal, as well as all department managers and staff. Professor Suzanne El-Khalini announced O-Media's production of Olina, an AI host that engaged with the exhibition audience in many languages. Returning to Dubai, OnPassive announced its participation in GTEx Global 2023, the world's top showcase in technology and artificial intelligence concepts, which was launched at the Dubai World Trade Center. The event was attended by OnPassive's CEO, engineer Mohammed Kamal, as well as all department managers and staff.
And there it is for a third time, referencing Mohammed Kamal as the CEO.
Professor Suzanne El-Khalini announced O-Media's production of Olina, an AI host that engaged with the exhibition audience in many languages. Back to the company's headquarters in Dubai, the Human Resources Department celebrated OnPassive success at GTEx. Engineer Mohammed Kamal expressed appreciation for all employees, stressing that such achievements wouldn't be possible without everyone's hard work and dedication. Back to the company's headquarters in Dubai, the Human Resources Department celebrated OnPassive success at GTEx. CEO, engineer Mohammed Kamal expressed appreciation for all employees, stressing that such achievements wouldn't be possible without everyone's hard work and dedication.
So that's what, the fourth time that
Finally, back at the company's headquarters in Dubai, the Human Resources Management celebrated the birthdays of employees born in October in a unique way. Engineer Mohammed Kamal congratulated them and wished them success and happiness, and gifts were handed in honor of their birthdays. This concludes the month's achievements. Stay tuned for more in the coming month. Finally, back at the company's headquarters in Dubai, the Human Resources Management celebrated the birthdays of employees born in October in a unique way. Engineer Mohammed Kamal, CEO, congratulated them and wished them success and happiness, and gifts were handed in honor of their birthdays. This concludes the month's achievements. Stay tuned for more in the coming month. Engineer Mohammed Kamal, the CEO of the company. Engineer Mohammed Kamal, the CEO of OnPassive. OnPassive's CEO, Engineer Mohammed Kamal. CEO, Engineer Mohammed Kamal. Engineer Mohammed Kamal, CEO.
And there you have it. All the times Mohammed Kamal is mentioned as the CEO of OnPassive. And there, of course, is more that I will be sharing with you. And let me find the next thing that I wanted to share. Yeah, here we go. So not only is it in like this deleted video by O-Media, but there's also a press release. And if you look down here on this second paragraph, it looks horrible when I highlight it, but commenting on that spectacular event, engineer Mohammed Kamal, CEO of OnPassive, expressed his happiness about participating in GTech, saying blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to read all of that, but the important part is this is a press release in which Mohammed Kamal is mentioned as being the CEO of OnPassive rather than Ash Mufareh, which I find that to be incredibly interesting, just as I find it to be incredibly interesting that he was mentioned as being the CEO of OnPassive in that deleted video that I put all together at the end, where you saw it back to back to back of how many times Mohammed Kamal was mentioned being the CEO of OnPassive. And again, that's not an accident to do that. And then to remove it, so cleverly remove it, not an accident. They don't want people to see that, is my best guess. What do you guys think? Now, there's something else that I want to discuss. And one of those things is the website. And the website had a spot where it was like about the leaders, about us. You could go there and you would see information about Ash. As a matter of fact, I can share something with you of what you actually would see. This is what you would see, knowing Mr. Ash Mufareh. Can you guys see that okay? This is what you would see. Founder of OnPassive. Ash Mufareh is the founder and CEO of OnPassive. He leads the organization intending to introduce the latest technological advances in AI. Ash is an innovative entrepreneur with a strategic business acumen equipped to visualize and steer a compelling idea into a deep-rooted reality amidst a chaotic and dynamic ecosystem. OnPassive is the brainchild of Ash Mufareh, which focuses on delivering smart business solutions, SBS, with the help of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Ash holds a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce from American Intercontinental. With over 2 decades of experience in hardcore marketing, with a complete understanding of the current market trends, he mentors businesses to automate their process and marketing functions, thus operating conclusively in a profitable manner. So if you look on their website today, you're not going to find any mention of Ash Mufareh. And also, if you start looking retroactively, they have began to remove Ash as well from the website. Why is that? I mean, I'm not saying that I have an answer, but, I think that it's interesting, and I think we can have a conversation about it. Why didn't Red mention this in his last 4 new website discussions? Manhun, that's a great question, because doesn't he always say to go click on everything? Does he only notice colors and not content, or did he notice and didn't mention it? I'm guessing he didn't even notice. I'm thinking that is probably it, is that he didn't even notice, because he's not going around and clicking on anything. And who is clicking on things every single week? I mean, that's got to get boring to do. It's like they keep changing it, and then you know, like go through and keep clicking on everything. After a while, you got to be peace out. You know what I mean? And just kind of, I guess, presume that it has the same content. But as you can tell, the same content is not there. Not when you're removing the face that has been that of on passive one, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Interesting, huh? I think incredibly interesting. All right, something else that I do want to share with you. Let me see, how many things do I have? There's just so much. Hold on, let me find, sure I'm getting through everything. All right. And I did want to show you proof of this, of like removing him. Here is an old link, and I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys so you can go and look for yourself. And this link is to says on passive 88, I'm sorry, op88.onpassive.com/leader/Ash-Mufareh. And you guys go ahead and click it to see what it says for you. And I'm going to show you what I see. Now, if you see something different from what I see, that would be odd. But this is what I now see on that link. And that's what, link 88. And it's not there. It's not there. This is an example that they're retroactively removing Ash from the website. Because remember, they're changing the website every single week, which is such an amazeballs idea. I mean, I don't know why other marketers haven't thought of this. I don't know why Amazon isn't doing this. They totally should, or Macy's, Estee Lauder, you know, who else? I don't know. Chipotle. Why don't they all just change the website every single day? Wouldn't that be fun? Uber Eats should change it every single day. That would make so much sense. People would love that. Let's see, what are you guys saying? So, oh, wow. Jelly Snack says, dude, imagine if Ash left OP. Huh. Monhun says, I wonder if one of the LCs assigned to watch you live is messaging Ash and the core messaging group right now, panicking. Watch Ash reappear on the site in the next few days. I'm wondering that too, Monhun, if all of a sudden he will be back there since it was discovered that he was gone. Yep, CD. At the bottom, they accept Visa, MasterCard, Amex. And do they? I mean, are they accepting those right now? I don't think he is. Beth says he's planning his exit. Scam Chan says, come on, Ash can gamify that payouts. Help says to next level. Kamal is the Titanic and he's going down with the ship. Helen says, very interesting. The plot thickens. Next level says, I think on passive suffered a big loss and Ash realized it and he's trying to prepare to run away and he's probably using Kamal to go down with the Titanic. And CD says, we can follow Ash on all those social media platforms. And Scam Chan's like, pay no attention to the website links and only to that last pop-up. Yeah, don't want to pay attention really to too much of anything. Joe says the scam has to continue while Ash is in the court on the run. Hey there, Chelsea. How are you, sweetheart? On the website currently, Louisiana Swamp, I have not seen him anywhere. And who knows, maybe in the next day that will change. Maybe they will panic since that was discovered and they'll be like, holy crap, we got to put Ash back on that damn Recovering Hunbot. Why did she have to show everybody? And Monhun says, vanishing merchant accounts, vanishing commissions, vanishing CEO, is magic. Chelsea says, it's ending soon for sure. Marty is freaking out. I bet he is. I bet he is. 1,000 random founders can be paid. And Mark says, maybe ONPASSIVE is trying hard to legitimize the business and they realize Ash can't front the company anymore. Maybe. And Joe says, my name is Ash and cover my back. Beth says between the leaked tech meeting and this, they're pissed. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are not happy with the calculator, the income calculator either, And Lamisa says, I'm searching their blog and still found a mention to Ash. Maybe they haven't had the time to delete it. Okay, from the blog, I have not looked on the blog, but I've just looked on like the website. Ash is trying to pull an Irish goodbye. Investors probably saw that video. Probably so. Probably so. I just find it all very interesting. Well, this is not the only website that Ash was removed from. Also, number 62, and I will show you, and I will also put that in the link down here for you. You guys can pull it up yourself and take a look-see so that people aren't going, she's making it up. She changed it. That Recovering Hunbot doesn't know what she's talking about. She's only watched a couple of videos. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't know anything about the vision. She just is, she's awful. She's evil. She's a horrible person. She should do something for humanity. She's not doing anything that's good for people. Whereas I'm actually showing you things to be helpful to you. But you just don't see it that way, which, maybe a few of you will see it like that. And maybe over time, some others will as well. And maybe they won't. Okay, so here is the video that I just put a link to in the chat. Yeah, Ash isn't there either. It's just, doesn't go anywhere. This is all that's there. On the part that is at the leader / Ash Mufareh, this is what is revealed. A big nothing. A big nothing. Isn't that interesting? I think it is. Yeah, right. Haters gonna hate. That's what they're gonna say. Haters gonna hate. Oh gosh, nothing is official unless it's announced on Lynn and Rob. Wow, maybe, investors are coming after Ash and he's trying to run away. Wow, next level. That could be. Don't know. But I find it all very interesting. And let me see if there's something else that I need to show. Yeah, let's see. Pull this up. Here, let me see what this says on here. I'm trying to read something that was sent to me. All right. Get rid of that. And close some of these that I've already done so I don't confuse myself, because that can happen. All right. Yeah, here's another one for you. You ready for this? Okay, so this is on O-Media. And right here, we will see that Muhammad Kamal, engineer Muhammad Kamal, the CEO of the company, O-Media refers to him as that. And I think that's interesting that O-Media refers to him as that, right? Why are they referring to Muhammad Kamal as the CEO and not Ash? Isn't that strange? It seems kind of purposeful to me. And I have another one to show you. Wait, okay. I've got to close a couple of things because I think I just confused myself. And I apologize for that, but I have multiple things which, are indicating that Muhammad Kamal is the CEO. And it wasn't that long ago when somebody had asked something about who they were referring to, and I just said back to them, Kamal, because at that time I knew of this, but I wasn't coming out with all the evidence like I am sharing with you right now. And that nobody believed me then. I mean, it's like I got flack for it. And I knew I would. I mean, come on. But now, here we go again. Engineer Mohammed Kamal, CEO of ONPASSIVE. And Dr. Susan, academic and media advisor of ONPASSIVE and CEO of O-Media. Now, you would think the CEO of O-Media would know who the CEO of ONPASSIVE is. And apparently, it's engineer Mohammed Kamal. Isn't that interesting? John ended every comment with, "You troll." Yeah. I mean, it's so funny. Okay, now, are you guys ready to see something really interesting? Because this is important overall to what I've been sharing with you, and also in terms of the suit. And let me share it with you so you can know just what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Hang on, let me make sure that I have everything just so. I got to pull that up again and throw it over there into the browser. Well, dang, I'm trying to. And then I just got something else. Okay. Let me share my screen with you. And this is a beautiful video. Okay, so this is showing the ONPASSIVE global structure. And it's hard to, I'll just start down here. Since this is the scope of the SEC down here, okay? And pull this down again. All right. So the founder fees were collected, and this is ONPASSIVE LLC, which was founded in Florida. It moved on over to Delaware because there's just reasons where things are easier in Delaware. The founder agreement, the NDA, is also related to here in the US. And these two are married. So then we also know about, India. Well, there's a company called ONPASSIVE Technologies Private Limited, which is within Hyderabad. So that is different than ONPASSIVE LLC. So Ash has been the CEO of ONPASSIVE LLC, not of ONPASSIVE Technologies Private Limited. And then we have the Singapore one over here, and that's ONPASSIVE Private Limited. Again, a different company. And now we have this new affiliate agreement, and the O-Connect subscription fees and commission payouts, those are all tied to ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC in Dubai. So that's where they have an agreement with. And that CEO is Mohammed Kamal. The ecosystem is made up of O-Connect, O-Mail, O-Trim, O-Net, and ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC, O-Media, has a connection to, I'm not going to say it correctly, this bank. And we know that ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC is also in Abu Dhabi. And that's where the connection is. They're all in the UAE, all right here. But it's very important that their affiliate agreement and all of their payouts, they have nothing to do with ONPASSIVE LLC, with what they originally signed up for, their founder agreement, the NDA. That is separate from their affiliate agreement, which is connected to ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC, which is an entity that's in the UAE. And that's who will pay them. Ash is not connected to it. Mohammed Kamal is. So there you go. There you go. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? So let me see what you were saying. Mancheka, I probably know where there is a copy of it. And Nancy says they need to have Ash lay low because the SEC claims against Ash ONPASSIVE needs no more trouble, and that is just what Ash is. Chelsea says, Marty said today that on Passive we'll have an accredited university people can get a degree from. He's delusional. Yeah, I think he's completely delusional. Completely delusional. If Ash took off, I hope he took Susie with him and Michael Williams. Well, the past on Passive week has been eye-opening. We need to keep the original Kamal meeting video intact if we can. I'm sure I've seen Kamal pushing a hot dog cart in Times Square. It's amazing that this scam has a global structure to begin with. Exactly. I should have downloaded it. I hope one of you have it. I reacted to it, so it's still out there. Mrs. Ash is earning her spa visits. Truly global. And Monhan says, this whole time, founders still think they're working with Ash. Poor, misinformed people. Yeah. Because the thing is, Kamal can just decide to get rid of the affiliates at any time. Just cut them off. He doesn't have to pay out any commissions. He doesn't have an agreement with that. That originally was with OnPassive LLC and their original agreement. Hey, Curious, how are you doing? So who is responsible for not paying the founders since September? Well, that would be based on when all of this, when all of these entities came into existence. And I believe they had to sign a, like that would go back to the OnPassive, the one in Dubai, basically, if I am not mistaken. That is who's responsible is OnPassive Technologies, LLC. And like I said, Muhammad Kamal could just go, oops. He doesn't have a founder agreement. The founder agreement, the NDA, that's down here with OnPassive LLC. Muhammad Kamal does not have an agreement with founders. He does not have to pay founders. He never agreed to that. That was all agreed to with OnPassive LLC, not OnPassive Technologies LLC. That is my best understanding of that. Limisa says, it's great to see the structure. Actually, it is easier to comprehend. I am just amazed that this scam got this far. Yeah. Marty says that OnPassive works with the Dubai government. Well, they may speak to them. I'm not exactly sure what he means by working with the Dubai government. I'm not going to say yes or no. I would say how much truth there is to that is unknown to me. And yeah, and Marty has never heard of online university courses. Yeah, I mean, my second master's was acquired from like 99% of my courses were all online from an accredited university. One hybrid course that I worked with that professor then to create it to be fully functional online. He said that on live today about the universities, and Robin talked about foreign students getting killed. What is, I don't know anything about that. Good golly. So I wonder if they'll be talking about this. Thanks, Auntie. I'm glad you like the org chart. This is a diagram put together by one of my informers. And I think it's very, very helpful. I'm very grateful to have people who, put these things together for me. And there's stuff on here that is redacted, and it's redacted for a reason. And remember, I tell you guys, there are things that I know that I can't say publicly. And that still remains today. There's stuff that I cannot say publicly. When and if I can say stuff publicly, I will. But right now, there's just stuff that I can't. And Monhan says, that's an interesting question, CD, since the affiliate agreement is in the UAE, but they didn't sign it until most had already paid. Yeah. OP UAE could easily claim it wasn't in place then. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like this. I really think that they could just say, we didn't agree to it. That was not our agreement. And Monhan goes on to say, commissions were earned prior to the formal agreement between founders and ONPASSIVE UAE. Given Dubai courts would oversee those claims, we all know who they would side with. Yeah, absolutely. They would absolutely side with, the UAE, the company in the UAE. They wouldn't side anywhere else. Let's see. Did he say he talked about governments? CD says, I don't think Marty and Chris will understand it. Probably not. Let's see what else you've said. And Limesa, yeah, you're right. Ash's name is embedded in all ONPASSIVE has done. It is impossible to disassociate them now, even if they try hard. Yes, 1 million people have been super glued to Ash. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. And hang on a second. I think something else was sent to me. Oh, okay. Hang on, let me put this somewhere so that I can share it with you guys. Okay. I always whenever I say, okay, I want to say you're on, and that comes from watching Supermarket. It comes from a game show. And Supermarket Sweets, or one of you might know what I'm talking about. It was a fun game show that my husband and I would watch together, and we just had the greatest time watching old game shows from like 20 years ago. It's just so much more fun that way. watching old game shows. Oh my gosh, Monhun, you so nailed this. I'm sure the LCs and founders are going to claim we're all conspiracy theorists for believing this. I wonder if finding out Ash isn't CEO will hurt them more than if he were to pass away. Well, of course they're going to all say that we made this up. We completely made it up. It's not true. It's not true. Even though there's evidence to the contrary. All right, something else to share with you. All right. And these are some recent edits that were made to the ONPASSIVE Wikipedia. Since September. And what happened in September? Oh, that's when their only product came out, right? So it comes up with this article contains inaccuracies. ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC, an Emirati company, has no legal association with ONPASSIVE US, and there is no US ownership. The article's content is unrelated to ONPASSIVE Dubai. Such misleading information significantly harms our reputation in UAE operations. Nothing that the contract was solely between ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC Dubai and the Wikipedia agent. All data should pertain to ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC Dubai to avoid confusion. And it goes on to say that. So it just lays it out right there that ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC is an Emirati company with no association whatsoever to the U.S. company, and that there is no U.S. ownership in ONPASSIVE Technologies LLC. Bada boom, bada bang. There you go. Montan says it's interesting to see them separating OPUAE from everything else when it comes to legal issues and publicity, but still keep founders in the dark and believing they are all one happy family. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. Beth says that the wiki speaks out about them and shows the truth, and they were trying to remove responsibility. Monhan goes on to say, Ash and Muhammad Kamal know they have to keep founders blind or they risk losing those guaranteed founder dollars rolling in. And Joe is like, we have nothing to do with ONPASSIVE USA. Yeah, the O founders would be surprised to hear all this. Yeah, they would. And I wonder what their reaction will be. Yeah, Magical Nev. Yeah, they weren't just like, oh, they're just haters. They just made it up. Just made it up. That's all they do. They just make things up. Don't pay attention to the ONPASSIVE Founders Income Calculator. They don't know what they're talking about. And didn't Marty say something about like from his calculations, he has spent 50 cents a day for O-Connect or some bullshit like that? Salsa. So there you have, I think, some very interesting tea. And Louisiana Swamp is like, I wonder if they are going to release O-Connect 1 as O-Connect 2 just to finally do something. Well, I mean, they already have released the first version of it as a paid version on September 1st. So I'm wondering if they are going to actually release a new version of it. It's supposed to be released on what? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? Tomorrow or the next day? Because I honestly do not recall. I mean, I have so many other things going on in my life. I just can't remember. Joe says, any unpassive lurkers, please let the LCs know about this video. Yeah, so they can see, the different CEOs. And so that they can see the, like the structure. And Mark B says, I guess this is all to protect as much of unpassive corporation as possible, given the likelihood that SEC shuts down the U.S. company. Well, I don't know what will happen in the U.S., nor do I know what will happen beyond the U.S., but I do know that organizations with letters do talk to each other within our country and with other countries who also have organizations with different letters and stuff. They help each other out, especially if there's some shenanigans going on that are problematic. As Ricardo says, the average founder thinks ONET, OMail, etc. are cutting edge, market leading. They won't understand anything. And that's so sad that they think all of that is, I mean, there's just so much, it's just not. It's just not. Oh gosh, they cannot release O-Connect until IMAN programs it. Yeah, their new AI dude. Yeah, there's some, he's an interesting fellow. That's just what I'm going to say. Interesting fellow. Marty, Chris, and Red already have their response plan. Nuh-uh, mean lady don't know nothing. Cause trust us, trust Ash, trust the process. They'll need to stabilize that argument, obviously. Yeah, I'm just a mean lady that doesn't know anything. I'm just a hater, a naysayer, a bimbo. Have no knowledge whatsoever. I've only watched a couple of videos. It's not like I have access to thousands of hours of videos, nor that I've watched thousands of hours of videos about ONPASSIVE. I mean, not like I have all kinds of things that are, available. And I'll just leave it at that. All kinds of things. Yeah, Beth, I don't know if the average founder will understand any of this. I do think they might be able to follow that there are different organizations, all that have the name ONPASSIVE. They're not all the same, and that there is more than one CEO. And the CEO responsible for paying them isn't the one that they thought it was. You know how they always go, our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Well, is it really that CEO? Or is it someone else? Or is it someone else? Hmm? Which is it? Which is it? Let me pull that back up again. I think I pulled it down. Dang it. Hang on. Because I just find this amazing Vizio to be absolutely that. Just amazing. You know? We can see over here about the Singapore one. And we do know that at one point, Singapore was a great place to, do some money laundering. And we do know there's a connection between Singapore and, ONPASSIVE over here. And we do know that there has been some shenanigans going on in Dubai. I mean, there's been various different articles that I've come across where Dubai is mentioned time and time again and connected to very unsavory type of things. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is a little bit of research yourself, and you can start seeing like it's not this pristine place that Ash likes to say it is. And yeah, sure, the streets are clean, but there is some darkness, a lot of darkness going on over there. And there's things that I've mentioned before. And, you can look up all kinds of things that are happening over there that are unsavory. And we do know that, like, yeah, there's an office of ONPASSIVE in Hyderabad, but there's also an ONPASSIVE Technologies Private Limited, which is different than ONPASSIVE LLC, which is in the US. And we know that everything here, this is the scope of the SEC's action currently. And we know that founders' fees were paid here, but for them to collect fees, that would be coming from here. And we know that Kamal is attached to this one as a CEO. I think they can understand that. And I will see, let me see if I can make this just smaller. Just to get it all on one page so that founders can see it all on one page. And there it is in all its glory. Oh, Nancy says, my brother is down in Florida to pick up Ash and his family and give them a ride to the airport in his motorhome. Oh, goodness. Looking through your comments. I'm just the mean lady. Monan says, my money's on the slap a fresh coat of paint on O-Connect and the founders eat it up. Shiny things to distract. Monhun, I'm with you on that. Totally with you on that. Joe's like, February 39th. Oh my gosh, and you made me snort. And Beth is giving them until Friday. Then you're giving them like for the new version of O-Connect until Friday. You're being generous. You're being very generous. But I understand. You know, I'd be willing to even give them until Monday. CD says by the end of the week is when they plan to release O-Connect 2 with the auto translate. I just don't see that auto translate going well. I really don't. Oh my gosh, right? Scamton says Ash needs to hype up the next best thing while requesting more features for O-Connect. You know, it amazes me how O-Connect has yet to ever really be fully functional and stable, but yet we're releasing, you know, a new version of it with more, more, more. More, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? What song is that from? Is that Gloria Gaynor? Marty accidentally released O-Connect 2. His commode required an emergency pump. Oh, wow. And Mohan said, remember that all those amazing AI features Ash talked about on 360 were walked back the following day by Red, who said Ash asked him to clarify virtual BG, I don't know what BGS is, at speech to text will come later. Huh. So okay, I don't remember that. I mean, I've slept since then. I've had a lot on my mind. I've had a lot going on at work, so I'm sorry I don't recall this, but thank you so much for the reminder, Monhan. I know you pay attention to these things. I know all of you guys pay close attention to so much of this, and I appreciate you guys keeping me informed on things that, you know, I have not seen yet. I had not been informed about, because without you guys, I would not be able to bring you information like this. CD asks, what good does it do to separate them? Even if Dubai and Hyberdad survive, it's not like they can produce any products that will make money. Well, I think maybe it's the whole own media piece and that whole creating Academy and the curriculum of Academy and what that curriculum is all about is what my guess might be. And quite frankly, it's quite scary. And right, they keep the dream alive, they'll be able to bleed some dry. And that's what really bothers me in Bimbos Unite. Monhun, they've taken notes from flat earthers. It says Joe. Joe also loves his bimbos. Well, we love you too. Oh my gosh, yes. And there's quite a few prominent founders who hold some of the same crazy beliefs. Morlock and Burks really seem like they could be flat earthers. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Sam, if you told them they have 2 CEOs, they will celebrate. Oh my gosh. Oh, media is such up-to-date company. They still have copyright 2023 on their website. First company ever with 2 CEOs. Think it might be time for my sock to talk to Jeffrey again. Louisiana Swamp says, Marty continues to assure us it's like tech from an alien country. He could not be trying harder. Wow. Oh, you mean alien planet? Yeah. On passive, it's like Oprah. You get to be CEO, and you get to be CEO, and you get to be CEO, and you get to be CEO. We're all CEOs. Mon Hunt says, correction to the corruption. If they're repeated enough, it's got to be the truth. And Beth goes with, they're the corruption with no correction. And it seems like they, yeah, yeah. Auntie says, everything changed when Dr. Soha got involved. I think that's when Ash sold it. Louisiana Swamp says, could Ash have sold a stake knowing the companies would be separated? Can't answer that. Or maybe paid Kamal? The average founder is an uneducated Indian desperate to make commissions to pay back the $97 loan they will not understand, and Ash knows it. He might need a shell and need Kamal to broker deals overseas, so he broke him off of the company. I definitely think there is a need for shell companies. Shell companies can serve many purposes. And Monhun says to Louisiana, I could see Ash selling the foundership and the rights to their IP in exchange for a cut of future revenue if he remains the face of the company to founders and stays in line. Yeah, Lamar. The biggest concern is payment. They still cannot process payments coming in, and that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. Next Level says they will never be able to process payments. They can only do janky payment processor solutions, non-compliant solutions, where they use Stripe, ACCS under different entities to process cards. Monhan says the LCs have been saying daily the end of the month is the target for release, but don't hold Ash to it because dates change and that they're still reliant upon outside forces who want to stop them. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like who's stopping them from releasing a new version? Who's doing that? I think they're stopping themselves and just trying to place the blame elsewhere. I mean, again, it's always blame elsewhere. Never looking, internally. Never can it be on Passive's fault or Ash's fault. It's always elsewhere. Yeah, Sam, they did do a get together in Florida at Golden Corral. And Monhan says they're definitely laying the foundation of excuses. Totally not OP's fault, though, for the inevitable delayed or botched release this month, even though it's again stable, scalable, and tested. Yeah, they did say that, They were like, everything's fine. See you later, Beth. I wonder if Marty will quit when this bottom out or move to another scam. I'm going to say OP Nation will be moving to another, because, they stick together. Mike Ellis will spiel the same thing somewhere else. Marty will be doing the same thing. And, Dan Street will be banking it elsewhere. And then they'll be talking about how they got taken in this. This was the biggest thing they were taken in. They'll just continue on. Right, Louisiana Swim, it might be your fault. CD says the merchant has to withhold $400 for every payment in case of credit card chargebacks, and Ash refuses to add some of his riches to an escrow account to fund the chargebacks. Wow. And Asherman and his wife would miss a mani pedi. Lamar says, not sure how they can keep saying it, not their fault. You had 6 months to find another process and still can't. Yeah. With the average level of intelligence amongst the founders, they can just release the original O-Connect and call it version 2. Who would know the difference? Hello there, Ahuda Leach. I'm not sure if I said that correctly, and I apologize if I didn't. But hello. Hello. And Lamar says to CD, you think $400? I think it could be lower due to the amount being charged. And yeah, it is getting interesting. And Monhun says Marty will join the other founders and start shilling for Live Good and Nexus Snap rewards. He will be a product of the product and sell tens of units of Live Good pills. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. So you never know. So yeah, that's the biggest thing is that there is evidence of Muhammad Kamal being CEO. That is out. And Ash being removed from the website. What can I say? There's lots of things in here. So if any founders have watched this, hopefully this will give them more things to talk about, because I know that they have been a bit upset this week. And maybe this will give people reason to not be hanging on to believing so much into what they've been told. And maybe they might think, wow, maybe this Recovering Hunbot might know something. Now, I am putting into the chat a link to my domain, which if you go to my domain, you will be able to access the ONPASSIVE income. Oh, it's having problems not being able to do that, having trouble connecting. All right, if anybody else can make that available in the chat, make the link to the ONPASSIVE. Oh, I think I was putting the wrong one in there. That is it, because something else will be coming along, and I was putting the wrong one in there. So let me get this for you, and hopefully this one will work, so that you can check out the ONPASSIVE Founder Income Calculator. And tomorrow there will be something else that is going to be coming out. There you go. I was having trouble because there is something else that I was trying to share with you that is not quite ready to be released to the public. So there you go. There is my domain, and this will take you straight to the ONPASSIVE Founder Income Calculator, and you can plug in whatever it is that you want. And remember, you can take a screenshot of this and look at, the different companies, look at the structure, and remember that Muhammad Kamal was mentioned multiple times as being the ONPASSIVE CEO. And that's in reference to the entity that's within the UAE. And there you have it. There you have it, my friends. Oh, you must be jealous that Robin already bought the O-coin.us domain. Oh, I really am so upset. That's going to be worth millions when OP goes viral. When will it go viral? We're all waiting for that, all so waiting. Yeah, it'll be interesting. The 360 tomorrow. What are they going to share? Do we think we'll see Ash tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know. Is he going to try to defend and, to what has been shared so far this week? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to get down on the go-go. I hope everybody has had a good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my channel members. Thanks to the lurkers. Thank you to everybody who participated in the chat. Thank you to the replay gang as well. Whoop, whoop. Let's hear it for you guys who come back for the replay. I appreciate all of you. And, please leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, that sort of thing. If you haven't subscribed, if you want to, go ahead and do that sort of thing too. Anyway, have a good one. And don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Until next time, good night all.